What's up, y'all? Just a little quick weekly update. Am I allowed to speak?
You made me gargle my mango cart just now.
They said queef.
Wow. Anyway, so before I was really interrupted, I believe it's still not completely locked in, but mid-October, my band Shaw Nova might be playing a local music festival. So I gotta lock that in. I believe it's October 23rd. Don't quote me on that. I gotta check the details. Something around there. Mid-October.
What?
Yeah,
You're gonna play a show?
We're gonna play a show.
Can I fucking flash my tits at this show?
So
bitch?
fucking hot.
Dude, if you don't show me your areola, I'm gonna be very angry.
Oh my god, my fucking salamis are gonna be showing.
You're gonna see my prosciutto, my little prosciutto.
Make sure you
Bologna.
bring some bruschetta cheese with that. And
Nice.
just
Oh my
rub it
god, I'm
over
gonna bring
it.
you some blue cheese.
All right,
Little crumble.
and then a quick update on the show that we talked about. We're moving dates, moving locations. So the show is now going to be October 15th at Third Wheel Comedy.
They're real comedy.
Third Wheel Comedy. Shout out. We have not sent the money, so stop fucking coming over my house. I don't have it. Don't stop.
There's a large Italian man with a Glock that keeps banging on my door.
Keep saying, hey, I killed Jimmy. I killed Jimmy Hoffa. I'll kill you too. And I was like, okay, hold on.
Fucking came to my kids.
Let me bring in the gold.
He came to my fucking
So-
kid's school, man. All right, I'll get you the fucking money, Fitty.
But the show is
October 15th.
it actually locked in?
That's what I'm talking about, Zane. They keep coming to fucking my kid's house.
But is it locked in until you pay?
Yeah,
Or do you have to pay before it's locked
We
in?
have to pay before it's locked in. Yeah.
But it is available.
But there's availability. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm
Just
saying.
want to clarify for the audience.
Yes, it will be locked in by the
will.
next episode.
Yes, it will.
Zane is also holding a very large knife as he's telling us this right now.
Yeah.
Well, the camera cut to me, so
That's okay.
This is-
it's called your dick, Zane.
This reminds me of like
Zane has razor blades in his mouth right now as we speak.
Yeah. He's like Edward Teeth or Hands.
He's like every WWE wrestler who gets cut in the forehead.
He's Edward Scissor Teeth.
Yeah.
Zane is the Blackwater agent that the specialist that they brought in to torture the terrorists right now.
Yeah.
I like
We're
how
in the
there's
black
been
box.
2 bouts of this. Already.
Yeah, no, we're gonna keep going.
The world needs to know.
The world needs to know.
Also, real quick update: Robert and myself are actually going to be in a play, in a Christmas play from our old acting teacher at San Diego Canyon College, located in Orange, California. Show's not going to happen for another 3-4 months. So when it does happen, we will put a link out,
and
we want you to
hopefully
come.
the school doesn't burn down in the next fall fight. That'd be great.
Hopefully.
That'd be great. That would be great.
It's a Christmas whoundunit, and me and Frank are gonna do it. So
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
fucking
We're
show
gonna
up.
do each other. Also, I have an update. September 4th is the show, the Kickback Show by Eddie Diaz.
Nice.
It's in Linwood. Tickets are in my bio at LFrankXE.
Are you gonna do a taco episode in Linwood?
I honestly,
You should.
I probably should. I probably have my neutral gang colors just in case.
Exactly.
But,
Exactly.
September 4th, get your tickets then.
Just make sure to wear all red.
Fuck yeah.
All red.
All red.
And a blue hat. Just kind of throw them off.
And I got a couple shows coming up, but they're not locked in yet. So moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
For sure.
How's your guys' week's been?
Oh.
Wait. Say that one more time, but like a little bit more angry.
Did I sound angry?
No, just
say
now.
it. Say angry.
Now get angry.
What kind of angry?
Just kind of like you're like I shorted you money that I owe you. You got it in you. Don't think about it.
Okay.
I need my
You got
money.
it. Don't think about it. Just do it.
How have your... No, I can't do it.
Okay. All right.
I wanted to do an accent. I can't act on
Can you
the
do
spot.
like a Portuguese accent?
I don't know what that is.
Bigadoya.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. I feel like... No, I don't want to.
Do you think Portuguese?
I've already given misinformed Portuguese facts.
I feel like
about
Portuguese
what I'm
just sound
trying
like
to
they
say.
just woke up from a nap because they have napping culture in Spain. So this guy, what's up? No, yeah.
You're just saying like gibberish at this point. You know,
That's pretty accurate.
it's all bullshit.
That's pretty accurate. Right?
But it's funny.
They nap in Spain. There's a napping
That's what it sounds
culture.
like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
they eat tapas and tap.
I realize I've been wanting to say this for multiple podcasts,
Okay.
but I
Say your truth.
say my truth.
Speak it.
I just got. I don't know geography at all. So
Okay.
when I originally,
That's why I'm here.
I'm like, I'm from the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know where I was from, but I have since looked it up, and I know that Portugal's near Spain.
Yeah.
I for whatever reason thought it was in South.
You know what? Can we
America.
double check that? Because
No, Portugal's in Spain.
Portugal is in Spain.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, the
It's right
Portuguese
next
took
to it.
over Brazil.
Oh,
Brazil.
Brazil.
That's why they speak Portuguese in Brazil.
Brazil.
I don't know about the history of that. Did they take it over, or is it? Or
And
is it
then,
more?
the Catholic Church, kind of had their hegemony, and then there was all different.
The
there was
Catholic
different.
Church got their fingers in there.
Yeah, the Catholic Church put a lot of fingers on a lot of people.
They put it in the fingers of the mouth of the people.
And then the vice royalty spread the cheeks and yelled into it. Hey, you will do as you're told. We found him.
Also,
We found him. We found
also, I
him.
wanted to say something. Zane and I have been getting closer and closer to each other.
Oh boy.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
and Zane.
How do you guys closer now?
Well, we've been on a couple,
you touch tips?
couple sets together.
Okay.
I shaved him recently.
I noticed you guys have like this buddy cop vibe going now.
Yeah. He's definitely
We're of like mind.
he's definitely the protagonist. I'm the
Like
antagonist.
he has the coffee, you get the donuts, right?
Yeah. I'm totally sucking his dick. Totally sucking his dick. But he sent me a text that I really want to read to you guys because I think it's very enlightening.
geez.
Yes.
And I think
Okay.
it's very
Let's read it. Let's
hilarious,
read it.
okay?
Let's
Hey,
read it.
long.
we're about being real and being positive.
Okay,
Let's
now
go.
keep in mind he sent this at 11:08 p.m. So it is rather.
It's pretty manic.
Yeah, it's pretty manic, but I think you guys would enjoy it.
Okay.
because
Okay.
it's very real.
I'm down.
I also
Here
want
we
to
go.
mention that in this episode, so in the last few episodes, you haven't been able to see me. And since there's no guest this episode, that this curtain is revealed.
Yes.
And I am visible.
It may be a little sad not to see you as much as we
You
did.
should cut
yeah.
it. You should cut it like a little hole in the thing when you do have it.
Oh,
So you could look like every Afghanistan woman. You're like, is this America?
I feel, but my eyes don't like.
I'm going through the looking glass.
It's okay.
Oh,
I feel like you're mainly looking
Like a
for
little
when I
porthole.
just hide my face. I'm looking down, not really like ha ha ha. It's usually like don't look at me kind of thing.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm about to read. Okay, here we
Read
go.
it.
please read.
This is
Read.
from Zane. Zane, is it okay if I read it in the voice?
Yeah,
in your voice.
Do your best impression of
Oh, in
Zane.
my voice.
Do your best.
You did an impression of me recently, and I was, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be on a podcast.
All right, here we go. We're doing it.
No,
All right.
you're so good.
I wanted to tell you that the joke you made about the Persian.
It sounds like I don't like that.
I wanted to tell you that the joke you made about the Persian guest, Alex, looked like every taxi driver you've seen in any movie ever. Still give me chuckle. These are the jokes that I like. because they sound like something that a deep, dark part of you actually believes, but can't truly admit is true because it conflicts with an overbearing filter that tells you whether or not your thoughts are morally wrong. But then the fun part is when you understand why and how this internal analysis functions, so then you're laughing at the function itself and not the joke, while still laughing at the joke. This is how my humor. It's meta, but it's meta because it's meta, and no one will ever know what I'm actually laughing at because it's not my perspective. It's my perspective on perspective. and you know what I've done by telling you this? You're in on it. Now, whatever I say or laugh at or tell you, regardless of whether I'm telling you the truth or not, can be interpreted as disingenuous because deep in your mind, I'm not laughing at the joke. I'm laughing at the joke. And even if all this is a joke, it's like a crazy person telling a sane person they are not, in fact, crazy. It's amazing, Frank. Don't you see?
How many scrolls is this?
And don't you see? And you're in on it now. And you're in on it now, boy. You're in on it. I hope you imagine me becoming more and more manic in tone while reading this, while also imagining my resting apathetic expression behind the screen. This was my attempt at a manic break. But still, upon writing, I realized that after you read it, there is the little extra layer of meta when we speak to each other because of this shared experience. I feel like you're
so long.
Oh my
I feel like you're one of the few people that enjoys this dynamic. Also, this little rant feels like what psychedelics feel right before you've hit an ego death. And then the last thing that he says is "love you."
Yeah.
That was some fucking Bukowski shit right there.
Yeah, that was
dude.
great, dude. That was
a
great.
lot. That was a lot longer than I remember.
Oh yeah.
I used to
But
feel.
I was hoping you were imagining the manic.
Oh, I felt.
Huh.
I did.
Yes.
You're in on it now, you see? But my face is just the same.
I used to feel special because I remember you would tell me like privately in our inner planes chats. You'd send me a message like, "I think it's funny how like you and I are both in on a very similar joke and the girls don't know, huh? It's very meta. Now you're in on it."
But this is great because like this is what makes you. Like you
Exactly,
your perspective on life, your perspective on jokes, your perspective.
I love your reaction.
I'm insane.
Yeah, we all
That's
are.
We all
my
are.
perspective. I'm a little
Literally
crazy.
Beautiful.
This is probably the best weekly update of any podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
At all.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a guest this week, so might get a little off the rails. Tune into the show.
Whoa, yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh. Tune in for the show.
America. Welcome to the Funny Uncle Podcast with my boys, the Beta Boiz, leaders of the Girth gang, featuring Mr. Zane Vieira, the very beautiful space alien from the fifth dimension.
Furry space creature, 5,000.
Zane looks like more and more of like a director every single day for porn.
Zane looks like what Tyler the Creator's trying to make with his clothing. Like you're a golf Wang. Like you are it. Like you're what he's really trying to get out there.
Zane looks like he owns a high-end club car, golf cart.
Yeah.
He also owns a car that's been passed down generation to generation. It's like a Porsche 91 or something like that. You know what I mean? And he's like, I'm renovating it, and he hasn't touched it at all.
It's missing the radio, and there's like a lot of coffee stains on like the leather, but like he still drives it around.
It's still vintage though.
Still vintage.
You look like you have a lot of like female employees that you really try to make sure that they're like, you know, like they're getting what they need, but you keep calling them winners. Like, why are just the women the winners? Like everyone's a winner.
You look like
right?
you complain at a theater that the prices went up 25 cents. But you're cool about it. But you're like, I have to complain.
And you're the lighting guy too, so you're just like so stressed about it. Like your son accidentally caught you doing coke one night at work.
You look like you also talk to drunk girls after the club on the curb. You're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Who hurt you?
You check up on them, give them a wet wipe if they need it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the perfect car to pee behind. Yeah. Oh, you should go behind this car to pee. Yeah, around the corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a really good squat stop over here.
Yeah. Let me show you. Real quick. By the way, this is
Great intro, Gabe.
yeah,
by the
great
way.
intro.
Oh yeah, episode. No. Well, I was gonna finish it after you guys talked about Zane. Okay, well, since we're starting it off light, the world has been going through some turmoil right now. To put it lightly, each individually of us, we do suffer from the comics' favorite of depression. So we all thought that instead of talking about people in Kabul getting turned into kebabs, we would discuss matters of more the lighthearted
Instead of talking about the people swarming the plane becoming shawarma.
Oh, dude,
no.
some of those hang times, man.
Oh my god!
They would
That
have.
video was so bad.
It was yeah. That scarred me. He would have won like 10,000 extra points on Tony Hawk Pro Skater, but that's.
He didn't even do a McTwist.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
No 720?
No, he just did the Christ Air. Hello.
So this is a new segment of our show called
Oh no!
Oh no!
Pump the brake. We should have like a brakes pumping, like. Oh no! But anyway,
Shit.
to be real though, I feel
We're
like
back, baby.
we're back.
Beta
We're back.
Boiz are back.
Beta Boiz are back. But to be real though,
That was hot.
to be real and to be fair, I feel like most people, we do talk about some serious shit on this show, but I thought, in today, because the news pretty much 24/7 has been nothing but just fucking carnage. So let's talk about something fun. Let's positive mental attitude. Let's have some fun.
P.M.A.
P.M.A. Positive mental attitude.
Positive mental
Okay.
attitude.
Now, a quick disclaimer. Some of the jokes that we said earlier, they're a little what most people would quantify as too soon. Here's the thing. We, the Beta Boiz plus Zane Vieira, know at the Funny Uncle Podcast that a lot of bad things happen in this world, right? Like we're very actually, if anything, we're hyper aware
Yeah.
unfortunately, of
hyper aware and also going through hyper intensive situations in our individual lives.
yeah, existential crises daily. So this is how we cope. This is how when bad things happen in the world, people do a lot of different things to cope. This is how we cope, and this is how I feel like a lot more people hopefully should cope, is to laugh at the craziness and violence and chaos and absurdity of life, because the thing is, bad things always will happen, will always continue to happen. So you just got to live your fucking life, man.
You gotta ground yourself.
You gotta ground yourself.
You gotta ground yourself. Unless if you're hanging on to the wheels of a C-17 plane, then you can't ground yourself.
Oh no!
And with that, folks, we're going back to Afghanistan.
Poppy fields, here we come.
Okay, but no, and just I don't think anyone would like our show as much as they do, because shout out to my coworkers at
Yo, shout out to the coworkers.
all you guys, dude.
Shout out to
Seriously.
coworkers.
Eric,
Their names are-
Megan,
Eric, Megan.
fucking Tristan,
Tristan.
Cat, yeah,
Cat. Yeah, shout out to you,
Cat. But
Giovanni Diaz.
Giovanni Diaz,
GG.
all you guys, dude. You have to have a means of getting back onto the positive lane, and happiness is not a ultimate goal. It's kind of like a wave you catch. It's something that you land on and you're able to kind of move through, and you have to find ways to kind of like get back to that, like that wave. You're trying to catch it, and like it's hard right now because there's so much going on like externally. And I think post-quarantine, there's so much internal turmoil. Everyone has their own thing. That's why people love Bo Burnham Special. Everyone connected with it, whether they really connected with it or didn't. They just, there was something about it that really was emphatic and cathartic. And I think what we have here is something that's like, I think we're all pretty real people. And I think that's like why Zane works perfectly with this too, because you're very authentically yourself, and that's why you send someone a fucking stalker serial killer message like you did. It's fake, but no,
I was waiting for him to be like, "P.S. I'm outside."
Wait.
P.S. I have a cup of your hair.
Wait.
What?
I'm having a producer moment.
Okay,
Okay.
hit it.
Okay.
But no, I think what we're getting to is, and I think what people like us, and what taps into positive mental attitude is a grounded realness, and you have to be real. And I think people are just very caught up in like the fact, Zane, if you don't spread your butt cheeks.
Oh, I thought he was looking at me.
What is that?
Oh, it's a big old fucking spider.
Wait.
Stay still.
Oh, speaking of real shit.
I guess we do have a guest on the podcast.
Yo, is that a fucking Black Widow?
I thought it was Buzz.
That's not a black
dog.
widow, but it's a
Oh,
big
he brought the
spider.
chancla.
That
He brought
Black
the chancla.
Widow's
Here we go.
ass is fat, though.
Damn, it's a
bro.
fat ass.
Oh, that's a big ass spider.
Damn,
That shit's
bitch.
fat. You think other spiders look at Black Widows and they're like, "Damn, Ma, you got a fat ass."
Damn, let me get caught up in that web.
Baby, back up that abdomen, baby.
Let me get you. What's the belly called? The
thorax?
let me get that thorax, baby. 'Cause you big. Can I suck on one of your 8 legs?
Yeah, I heard that brown.
Hey, yo, Lex.
Let me
Hey, yo,
suck on your-
hey, that brown recluse, they got that throat goat.
What if a brown
Imagine
recluse
getting
is
bit.
actually-
Oh,
brown recluse is actually like a fucking like a chola. What the fuck?
Fucking like you fucking cross me, I'll fucking kill you. I'll kill you in your sleep.
An emo chola.
Who likes the Smiths?
She's a little reclusive.
I don't understand why that's a thing though. I don't understand why why emo like
Latinos?
Latina
Latin
women.
X.
Latinx women,
Latinx,
whatever,
yeah.
cholas, like really like punk rock, but not punk
Like
rock.
sad
but
boy shit
Sad
too.
boy shit, kind of like the
Because it's all
Smiths and-
alternative to the mariachis in the backyards.
What?
Because there's a lot of
That's
backyard
true.
shows. There's a lot of backyard
That's
shows.
true.
A lot
That's
of-
true.
I-
That's true.
It sounds crazy. Sounds crazy. But there's a lot of backyard shows in LA at least. Like Santana.
Santana.
You know, because like people like to party, but then like introverts, especially like in, you know, like lower income communities or like inner city communities, it's like, what other outlets do you have if you're
a
like
porn
artistic?
nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it like that,
Like he can't afford the Sega. Like he can't afford the GameCube. He can't afford that shit. So he really gets into like, you know,
You got the spider?
other stuff.
I didn't kill it before that. I was paranoid.
well, now I'm gonna get bit.
No, it's dead now.
Okay.
You're fine. All right. Okay. So,
Did you exterminate it like the rest of Robert's people? I'm sorry.
oh my God.
Hey,
How do you somehow colonize a joke? Like that's, wow. Zane,
what do you?
Oh, wait a minute, I'm German.
not
so-
you, him. Oh.
German?
Well,
Yeah, Luebben.
I yeah.
Okay, let's get back on track here. All right.
Positive
Frank,
mental attitude.
Frank,
P.M.A.
Frank,
P.M.A.
you are, in my opinion, not a negative person. You have every means to be because you're a failure. But let's stay on track here, okay? No, just stay on track here, all right? No. You're seriously. I'm excited for your future before you kill yourself. So. But really, what I'm trying to tap in is, we would not surround ourselves with people that are like energy vampires, like negative, just like they kind of like pull your mood down with them because they're going through shit.
Come to suck your fun.
I come to suck your libido. So, in your opinion, do you consider yourself a positive person when you're down in the dumps because you've been having a hard time, and I know you're really trying to like, it's okay. I'm fine.
You know what? I think I really pride myself on actually being really, really, really positive. I feel like it doesn't take much for me to kind of whip myself back into shape.
And we see that.
Not physically, but mentally.
Your tits are sagging.
Yeah.
Just like mine.
It's sagging right there. It's a little, XL,
Don't fix your shirt. I want to see all that.
You know what I mean? It's a little hot.
Looks like a pork bun, baby.
Yeah, a little pork bun, baby.
Got two little bow buns right there.
Little torta, baby. Little
nice.
But I feel
like a clown's nose.
I feel like my mental state, I'm very much able to kind of bounce back because usually it only takes a couple things for me to bounce back, and it's just usually taking a drive, listen to music.
And you're a romantic. You're a very romantic person. No, you are.
Really. We all kind of are. Like, Zane, are you a romantic?
He's definitely a romantic.
Are you a romantic? You set a scene. You like to
shave his legs. He's a romantic.
You like to set a scene, don't you?
Define romantic.
You appreciate things and you can get lost in something.
And you can articulate your feelings specifically why you like those things.
You can.
Yeah, is that romantic?
Yes.
That's a romantic.
Like that's a normal. Well,
no, it's not.
No, it's not.
After the night I had last night, no, it's definitely not.
I like to listen to loud music.
Someone who's like,
I was with a brick wall.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
He was with a brick wall with juicy couture pants on. Yeah.
Anyway, back to Frank's shit.
No, but I feel like it doesn't take much for me to. I'm naturally a happy person because of kind of like the childhood that I had too. Mm-hmm. Like there was never, sure there were bad moments, but it never was like so like extended time. It was always just like, oh, bad moments. Okay, well, let's pick ourselves up, or let's be positive, or let's be happy. Let's go do something fun. That's important. So it's like I'm able to really bounce back from it, and other times for other people, it's really hard to bounce back from it, and they just stay there because that's all they know. Like especially if like your childhood, like if you grew up a certain way, that's how you interact kind of basically the rest of your life. You only know a certain way how to do it unless you kind of break that pattern by going to therapy or like realizing it and trying to break stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like not physically, but just mental barriers.
But there's like a way of like kind of setting up your like I think the older you get, and like they're like Gabe and I have been talking about mortality a lot. All right.
Yes.
So let's say that like your parents were the ones that were like the ones guiding you through a lot of shit, and like let's just assume like one day parents pass, you become in an age of your life where you're like, I don't have that anymore. I have to kind of go forward and kind of build like a system to kind of find what I had with that. And so I think that's what people struggle with when and that could just be you moving out of your house too. You know what I mean? Like Zane, you made a big move. You're in Burbank now. You know what I mean? It's a different setup. Obviously, you moved out. You're in Orange, away from your family, but like you have to kind of do things to kind of get yourself in a state of like mind that kind of keeps you from going crazy, especially right now,
Yeah. Also because I live alone.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's another factor.
Yeah. But do you like it? Do you like living alone a little bit more? It has its moments, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I just talked to my dad today about this kind of, not about living alone, but kind of how my brain works too. Because I don't have like necessarily a steady job right now. So it's kind of an interesting thing of like, I need to do all of these little things in order to prep to get to the bigger thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that bigger thing is yet. And it feels like a waste of time to do these little things, but they're legitimately necessary. And it all has to be calculated, especially working in the film industry.
Yeah.
So like even moving out here, I moved out here. I said, okay, in 2 months, that's when I can do whatever I want. And then the month after that, I need to start thinking about the next step for the next 3 months. And I need to like have some benchmarks done and prepared for that. and I'm not as prepared as I wanted to be, but like I also need all these little distractions and shit in order to feel like I'm doing
you
something.
You have a little OTD too, a little thing like that.
No, it's like you're working on a show with me, and that's one thing. But I'm doing now because like the animator is gone. I'm picking up that slack, and so I'm having to learn a lot really fast in order to do that. But I'm also I don't want to burden the other people who've done a lot of work on it already. So I'm picking up slack there, and like that's a lot of little things in one bigger thing. And I can only bounce between all the different aspects for so long before it doesn't feel like I'm getting anywhere.
So would you say that the work is a way to kind of help you keep a focus, keep a kind of like a drive?
But I need to have multiple big projects going simultaneously. Because then while I'm working on one, then I think about the other one. Because it's like, I don't know if that's an ADHD thing, but I'm never fully focused on what I'm doing like right now. This is a slightly different situation. But I'm not focused on this right now. I'm thinking about the next thing. So I need to set up the next thing in order to feel engaged. And honestly, like I'm just about to start developing another show with another person.
Oh shit!
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Who the fuck do you think you are, man?
But the second I finally like put that into play, and I had that other person, and now they're holding me accountable because they're interested.
Oh, okay.
My brain was like, oh, but what about my other project? Like, what about this thing? Like, I started analyzing it again because I just put my brain in a different spot, and now I'm looking back, and I feel like I've known this about myself, but right now it's that new chapter. I just moved here, so I have to figure out how to do that with not like school or whatever else I have to do kind of thing.
And that's important that you call it a chapter too. That's another thing that people need to like realize about life.
Honestly,
it's a lot of chapters.
I segment my life like crazy. I'm just I'm a different person now. So,
and what I really like about you is that you're very like, okay, what's the next step?
That's
Because
a good
that forces
good thing
the
to
people
have.
that you're around, aka me and probably everybody in this room, to be like, all right, well, we gotta level the fuck up. We gotta level the fuck up. So
It's an abundance mindset.
Yes.
You're constantly giving yourself, because when people start taking what you're selling, it's going to keep coming more and more. You're going to accumulate the things that you want because you're doing things that set you in motion to get these things done.
And the biggest thing too is that you have to, and I think especially for what we're trying to go into, which is like just the creative field. All of us are trying to get into a creative career, and there's a lot of business involved with that, which is like the second step to anything. And then you have to like, if you make something amazing and it doesn't get out there, then what is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the biggest thing I've noticed in this industry, from what I've seen other people do, and like podcasts of people talking about what it's like to be successful, is you're gonna have your feet in different pots. You have to kind of have a lot of different things growing. You're tilling the soil for this. You're working on this project while also
Jack of
this.
all trades.
It's jack of all trades. And then you make sure that on all these projects you're not groping anyone.
Exactly.
That'll
which is honestly if you're looking at the camera, which is honestly not hard at all.
No,
so
it's
just don't do it.
Frank, and I'm just gonna go on the record here if we go to court in the future. He always somehow falls on my hand. I don't mean to squeeze. He just does it, and he's always like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like, is it what I wanted? I'm like, no, you did this.
That's his fault. That his hand is there. I'm just walking. You know,
it's actually he's the one case where the victim it's their fault.
He always wears assless chaps when he does that too. So
It's kind of hard, but you know, it's comfortable. It's comfortable for me. I don't have to wait. So,
Gabe, did you have something you want to share about the positive mental attitude?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so the reason why I even brought any of this up is because over the last year, my music. I should probably mention that my way of coping.
Music? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You have a band?
Yeah, I have a band. Yeah.
Oh, what's the band called?
It's called Shaw Nova.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What the fuck? I heard you guys just like released something, right?
Yeah, we released an EP called KENJA, which is short for Kenja Taimyu, which in Japanese means post night clarity.
I like when you went like this.
Post night clarity.
Did you collab with Diplo for that too? Or
Oh,
no?
we should have. I wish.
Maybe
anyway,
maybe not because he's sexual assault. But
exactly. He can dip
Is he?
Milo.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So he was dipping too much.
He's dipping
You know
really low.
who's next? You know who's next for it to come out as like a sexual assault? It's fucking Gibby from iCarly. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, Gibby was grew up in Sam the whole time. Like literally, he was fucking.
What if we find out that Dead Mouse was into bestiality?
He's like, I have all these rats that I fucked and I just keep them. That's what I-
They're like little fleshlights.
yeah.
Oh my god!
And they nibble my cheese. Ricotta.
Gorgonzola. I got them all lined up: ricotta, blue cheese, gorgonzola, pepper jack. Little spicy at the end.
Oh my god! But my favorite is Brie.
Brie. Anyway, so
She was a witch.
over the last year,
Fuck.
my music taste.
Jesus.
I used to not really be into more like straightforward music, like punk rock or like hardcore punk. But I started kind of reading into the lyrics and the ethos behind a lot of these bands' messages and stuff. And a lot of bands, even if they sound darker, they have a very positive view. They have a very realistic perspective of the world.
Shout out Contortionist.
Well, I mean, they're prog, but I was talking more like Turnstile.
What a fucking name.
Contortionist. They're great. They're
So
great.
Turn your head above water.
Turnstile is one of those modern bands. You guys should check them out. They got a new album coming out in a couple weeks or
Dude, they're
this week.
fucking great. If you haven't heard of Turnstile, look them up. They're fucking great.
Turnstile is amazing, but Turnstile kind of got me on this kind of positive mental attitude punk like rabbit hole that I've been going
This
down.
is like a lot of like positive, like vegan punk dudes that are
Yeah, well, the thing that people don't understand about the hardcore scene is most hardcore bands come out of New York City, or Long Island, and there was a lot of social changes that were happening in like the 70s, the 80s. A lot of underground movements like veganism got pretty popular. I think the band was Earth Crisis or something, and they got really into veganism. They kind of promoted that in the suburbs of New York City and all that stuff. So like those kind of social movements happened, and then there was another interesting kind of philosophical movement that happened after the Bad Brains in 1982 put out I can't remember the name of the record. I think it was just called Bad Brains. It's like a really famous yellow cover with the rotunda, the Capitol building, and like the lightning bolt coming. A bunch of people have tattoos and T-shirts of it. It's like an iconic image.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Like, you didn't have to say all that. I'm sure it's really iconic.
I'm trying to detail it. God damn it! I'm sure we'll probably put it in later, but in post. But so they came out with a song. I believe it's called like Attitude or something, and it talks about hey, we got that P.M.A. And I was like, what is this? And I looked more about it, and like a lot of people in the punk scene have that tattoo, P.M.A., and it's like a reference to this song. People that lived in New York in the 1980s, they went through some crazy shit. Alphabet City, like people getting stabbed, people getting murdered, all this shit. What the fuck?
Stop bouncing your knee.
Are you
can't help.
I thought you were Sig Highland to him. I was like, that's very intensive.
I thought you were Sig Highland.
I feel like the camera's moving.
Oh, it might be. It might be. It might be moving because he's trying to move away from you, Sig Highland me.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Sig Highland.
So anyway, back to Alphabet City. So a lot of these punk guys came out of these like kind of project-y, crazy, violent areas. So like they either went to drugs or they went straight edge, hardcore, and like played music and wrote about their experiences. So out of darkness comes this little beacon of light, and it's that's that light that that's in your brain, that's in your heart, and you just kind of let it grow. Like, don't let the darkness take over.
You have to nurture it.
You got to nurture it though.
You have to water it.
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's very hard.
Fucking hard.
Very hard.
And that's why I love music. That's my escape. I like discovering new music and listening and trying to write new songs. I'm also a very like physical person, so when I get really depressed, I like to do physical activity. That helps me a lot. Zane, I'm sure you probably weightlifted and stuff if you were depressed or whatever. I'm sure like when you guys played sports, like that helped you like get your mind off shit. Like even if you just like go on a run or something, put some headphones in, listen to music or a podcast or something. It's like that can oftentimes level a lot of people out. So yeah, music and physical.
I will say
activity
like on some days where like I like, and I'm sure you guys have this like I don't know whatever. For me. Specifically for me, it's grief. Like I'll feel like it's a physical like symptom, and like I will know that the rest of the day I'm gonna feel this in my chest if I don't do something about it.
Yeah.
And unless you don't know that, I can imagine people like just getting fucked up and just like drinking all that shit. And I'll tell you this. Oh, I remember the other week I told you I was like, me and Frank were supposed to hit some mics, and I literally like was gonna cancel on you 3 times. And I had to pull back and just like, fuck it. I worked out for 20 minutes. How good of a mood was I in when I?
You were in a great mood,
dude. Oh my god!
You were like, dude, I want to suck your dick right now. I was like, dude, relax.
I was like, Frank. I hugged him and I just instantly started unbuckling his belt. And I was like, oh my god! And he's like, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, he's like, what's going on? I was like, please don't tell Kaylin. And I just fucking. And then I started putting your penis popper in my mouth.
Yeah.
But 20 minutes, dude. Just sometimes I think what's hard is especially for myself too, is like you get very used to just kind of like making excuses for shit. You're like, oh, well, today's just not the day. You know, tomorrow's gonna be the no. Just fucking do it now. Set aside 20 minutes to do either something that you know is going to make you happy or is going to balance out the day at least, especially if you have to go to work, you have to work on something, you know, and you just have to, it's
because
small.
You need it. You need to do that because now it's like, now that I'm around, and probably you guys can agree too, but now that you're around creative people, when you're not around creative people, you're like,
it gets kind of draining.
Yeah,
it's draining, and you're just like, oh wow, like this is it. Like this is. I remember I had a crush on this fucking. I used to work at a BJ's in Anaheim Hills, a fucked up place. But there was this old manager who I had a crush on, and I used to ask her all the time. I was like, "What do you do for fun?" You know, and all this shit. She's like, "Oh well, my goal is just to be a general manager, and I like to visit cemeteries on my off time." I'm like,
oh, nice.
What did you just say?
She goes boning.
She's like, "Oh yeah, I like to visit cemeteries, and I just like to drink every day." And I'm like, that's it? She's like, yeah, that's it. And
I was like,
like
jumping off of 5-story buildings too?
What'd you say?
The cemetery thing was her quirky thing.
Yeah. She's like, I want to fucking cemetery. But it was just like, I would talk to people to try to see like who are the people that I kind of want to be around. And I was like, oh my God, I thought you were so hot, but you're just so fucking kind of boring. You know what I mean? It's just like things like that. They're just different.
If you have sex at a cemetery, is it technically an orgy?
Because you're having sex around a bunch of dead people?
I don't know.
Unless you're necrophiliac.
That's. I mean, would that technically be an orgy?
Necrophiliac is you having sex with a dead body.
Yeah.
Well, if you're necrophiliac and you're having sex with a dead body, and there's a lot of other dead bodies, and they're watching,
that's an orgy.
That is okay. Is that voyeurism?
That's
still
not
an orgy of. I don't know.
Well, because if you believe in spirits in the afterlife or another dimension, would it be an orgy?
What's it called? The speech you give at a funeral? An eulogy?
Eulogy.
No, it's a eulogy, not an orgy.
Oh.
Damn. This is the dad joke part of the podcast. We're going to be moving on very soon.
Maybe. Did someone's dad die?
Oh.
Well, okay. I don't know. Did they? I don't know. I thought you were being serious. I
P.M.A.
But no, it is like it's draining. It's draining to be around like people that are just like constantly negative, and like I hate when people resort to being negative first instead of being positive. Like that really irks me.
Define negative. Do you mean like self-deprecating or negative?
No, I think that's different because there's some level of humor to it and positivity if you're self-deprecating. But I mean like if something bad happens, you're just like, oh,
it's so hard. I guess
because technically, I mean, we're all positive, but we're also all pessimistic. It's just for me, I'm like the most positive pessimist ever. It's one of like I've always seen myself as that. Like I see the ugly and I see that, oh, that's shitty, but I'm like, oh, my glass is always full. It's always full. Like no matter what, like it's just always full. But I've conditioned myself to that because it's like I've seen like so many fucking YouTube videos on fucking like self-respect, power of positive thinking, a fucking lot of like Will Smith fucking like, oh, you gotta believe in this type of shit. But it's like,
how are you gonna love yourself?
After
Wild West.
After you fucking jiggy with it. But it's like after you see so much of it and you're in a state of like and like taking it all on, it suddenly becomes part of you, and you're like, oh, this is all good. This is all good. It's all good.
With like motivational speaking, a lot of it doesn't stick for me, like what they're saying, unless it is like logical or analytical, because usually what positive or like motivational speakers will tell you are the things you feel after you've made the connection. You know, they're saying like you gotta feel this way, you gotta look at it this way. And
Gary V,
honestly,
Gary V,
whenever someone's asked me advice about something, I tell them like very structured things to do, because all the positive things that come out of it, and I might tell them like, you might start to feel this way if you do this. But it's not like view the world this way. It's like eat only when you're hungry. Go for a walk if that's the only exercise you do. That's great, but just try to like set aside time, like set time limits for when you are being, like when you're doing work, when you're working on a project. Just set like just baby structure, and you'll just notice your brain starts to do something else, and then you might start feeling this way, and then you can break that structure and do this, rather than going, you just gotta view life this way. Because that's the philosophy behind it, but you don't usually get the philosophy.
Apply to that.
It's a practical mindset.
Yeah, you don't
Zane,
get the philosophy until you do the practical.
Exactly. Zane, what do you think about stoicism?
Yeah.
Are you a stoic?
I think you're pretty stoic.
You're
like a little
rehash
boy
the definition.
Rehash the definite. Well, so from my understanding, it's like stern with self, kind to others, kind of thing. Like you kind of you don't let people really know what's really going on with you. You just you're just kind. I don't really know the exact definition.
It's a school of Hellenistic philosophy.
It's on the screen.
Yeah.
My
the
puppy.
endurance of pain or hardship without the display of feelings
Read the second one.
and without complaint.
Read the second one as well.
Yeah.
An ancient
read it.
Greek school philosophy about the harmony with the divine reason, which is essentially supposed to be like fate and providence, and this is supposed to govern and that's okay. So this is really what Stoicism comes down to. In the definition, it says that governs nature and are indifferent to the vicissitudes of fortune and to pleasures and pain. So if you apply essentially the same because you know how they talk about flow.
Yeah.
They talk about flow because flow is a way of life. Like you see things in nature that imitate flow. And I think what Stoicism does, and it's almost like akin to like stuff of like Buddhism, is accepting like the nothingness, accepting like the fact that like, you know, if you wipe everything clean, if you're alone in a field staring at a tree and you're like, it's kind of like you turn your brain off. And this is like stuff that Eckhart Tolle talks about. If you just watch life happen and you don't think about anything of just you watching life happen, that of itself is putting you in touch with something much bigger than yourself. And I think people sometimes aren't able to do that. They're so stimulate. We need stimulus. We need to stimulate ourselves. Our brain. I need to be on my phone. I can't look at nature. Take a photo. Blah blah blah. The more you connect with like nothingness and just kind of like tap into that is Stoicism as well. There's like a level of that it's
stillness.
Stillness. It's what governs nature. So whatever that energy is, apply that to things in your life. Be at peace with the chaos. Like it's one thing saying it, all right?
Yeah.
Obviously. It's one thing saying it, but yeah, what's this saying?
I was just looking up the difference between.
I also hate being. This is so random and stupid. I also hate being a man because.
Oh yeah, you fucking.
Only like certain points. More
it's hard carrying this dick around.
Yeah, it's fucking hard carrying.
Hard lugging this fucking wheelbarrow fucking
cock.
It's hard lugging these big old bag of balls
but
around.
I hate being a man because it's like. I hate having to play this game with other men that I don't know, where it's like we have to play this game of like, hey, just so you know, like I'm the dude, but I'm not really. I'm just kind of doing it because I don't know you, so I got to make sure that you know that I know that I'm fucking.
No,
you gotta puff the chest out.
You
a
have
little
to
bit.
play. It's called alpha. Bet.
Yeah.
What's really fun?
Yo, we play alpha. Bet.
Yeah, alphabet, baby. A B C D E F. Fuck you. But no, I hate. What's up?
Continue.
Oh, but like I hate that. Like I hate that because I'm slowly becoming this person that is very much themselves all the time, which is. I'm very fortunate to be becoming that because
You are that. You really are.
Yeah, I really are. And
You're
I
not
feel
a fake bitch.
and I feel like you guys are,
Especially when you're talking to bartenders.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Can I get a spritz, please? Thanks. No, but I feel like it's funny being around, like going to let's say like a club or something. You see that what like an alpha male looks like, and what like somebody who's doesn't even care about it. They're just like very comfortable with themselves, and I'm like, oh, you're just the guy that stands in the fucking corner of the club, and I'm like, that's so fucking. it's kind of like, do you have to do that? Are you doing that because you want to do that, or are you doing that because you think that's what you want to do, or do you think that that's like the right thing to do?
It's the joke.
But it's the joke, because it's like you're
yeah.
looking at me probably thinking, oh, this guy's fucking this guy's a fucking wimp. But in reality, I'm looking at you thinking you're a fucking wimp. You're not fucking dancing. You're a fucking
You're
poser.
in on it now.
You're in on it
You're
too.
in on it now.
And it's just like, it's maddening, because it's like, as men, we're more kind of supposed to. It's slowly, obviously, going away. But
It's like a role you have to face. Like,
it's a
what's the
role you have to
role?
face. Like, like you can't really complain about things, because if you complain about things, you're a bitch. And if you
you can't complain at the carne asada. Like, you're gonna get the fucking plate with the aluminum foil on it.
You're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
You're not gonna complain
and
about
you can't, like, as a man, you can't go, like, I can't go to, if I constantly come to you and I'm fucking complaining, at a certain point you're gonna be like, man, Frank's kind of a bitch, man. Like, but it's just like, it's not that
And it
you
doesn't
think
take
that,
that much to, like,
but
make
it's
it
There's a difference, though.
But it's not
and
that. It's because it's like society has told us, oh, these certain traits are for this certain traits are for this, and then if you go into either section of those traits, it's like, oh, you're tapping into something that we don't know, and oh, that's kind of weird. Vice versa. It's like, oh, you're tapping into
the
something that's kind of
feminine
weird.
versus the masculine.
Yeah, and it's like, I fucking hate it.
It's that machismo that I'm sure you've probably experienced a lot.
And it is, because it's like
in Latinx culture.
Like my uncles always give me shit. Like, my uncle to this day still calls me like, man, you're fucking gay, you're fucking gay, you're fucking gay.
weird,
Like, you're fucking gay, you're fucking weird. But like,
Maybe I'm just.
he said it.
Maybe
not him.
I'm just fine.
yeah. But at a certain point, like, when you on the drive homes, I'm always like, I'm not fucking gay. I'm just fucking. I'm like myself. I'm myself, Theo. God damn it.
Even if you were, you'd still be cool though, buddy.
You would still be cool.
But that's the thing. And but
you
that's,
dress a little whack, but you still be cool.
I do dress a little whack, but
Dude, I'm wearing fucking flip flops. Come on,
that
Walmart.
fool-
You,
but
you
like,
dress like you film strictly just for VHS tapes.
yeah, just for EVA. But like, there's a really big positive about just being yourself.
Yes.
Wherever
Yes.
you go.
Yes.
Because and I found out the way that you can get there is by doing something you actually love. Because then once you're engulfed by something you love, you don't give a fuck about like anything else. And it's like, oh, that's the key. That's the key. Is
That's
just to
the
do
key
something
in the
because you don't give a fuck about
It's
anything
the
else.
same reason why, like, the person who you liked at your work, or you had a crush on,
Yeah.
it's why they're boring.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But they also probably don't know what they actually want to do with their life.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I've seen that, like, from where I'm from. I'm not, like, from anywhere crazy, just Central California. But there's a lot of people.
Oakland.
No,
That's
I know.
not Central. But
McFarland, actually.
very close. There's just a lot of people who literally have never had conversations with their parents or like a teacher or anyone. Like, oh, you can do this. It's like, what do you want to do? I've had a few conversations with friends or people I've gone to high school with where it's just, what do you like? Like, what do you want to do? And just, I don't know. No one's really asked me that question before.
And
And
that's
it's-
scary because
It's a
like,
place of privilege to like have that.
It is.
What we have
yeah.
is
Blessed.
insanely privileged.
Very fucking blessed.
Insanely
To be even
privileged.
doing anything that you want. Oh, people would
I didn't have
kill.
to suck a cock to get here. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I did.
that's
But I
a fucking
also
blessing.
think people are just unaware that you can pretty much do
Yeah,
whatever
you
you
can.
want, and there's weird little micro industries everywhere.
Yeah.
and
Every
microbreweries
little
too.
thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and
microbreweries.
microdosing.
And microdosing.
Yeah.
all the micros.
And microwaves, which are heat up your food. As well.
exactly.
But with like what Frank's saying too, he went off on his like the whole thing and like explain what like joke I kind of wanted to make, but it's really fun.
He's like, call us
it's really fun when
theater.
you do go to the bar or whatever and you're aware.
That is the best place to see it because you're like, this is where we all come to have a beer. Maybe,
the watering hole.
Maybe talk to a pretty lady. Maybe talk to the guy that you want to talk to.
Wind
Maybe
up at
get
the table of an old
maybe
dude.
get hit on, or maybe the best thing in the world is just people watching. You're like, oh, look at these guys. This guy thinks he's doing this because he's going to impress her, and it's just like it's all the same shit.
Eventually,
It's all the same shit.
someone will notice you doing that.
Yeah,
too.
and then that's when the world kind of stops, and you have a deja vu, and then you go fuck in the parking lot. You know,
That's exactly what happens.
Yeah,
that's exactly what happens. Hey guys, Beta Boiz here. There is this great app. It's called Anchor.
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 It's very grounding. It's very grounding. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain.
No way.
There's a couple reasons why.
Okay.
First of all,
Mm-hmm.
for all you that are losing a lot of money during this pandemic, it's free.
Free?
What? Free?
Free 90 free?
Completely free.
Wow.
It's completely free. And there are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
What?
How convenient is that?
Can we do it from a crime scene?
Oh yeah, you can do it from the police.
Can I do it
Oh
can
my
I do it from
God.
Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God.
Oh,
And
wow.
speaking of which, Chuck E. Cheese or being arrested, you can tell the cops too that if they want to listen to it, they can listen to it on Spotify, Apple, and other platforms as well. It pushes it out for yourself.
Whoa.
And the best part too,
What?
you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership.
What?
You can be a loser and make money.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
Besides being in finance. Yeah.
that speaks to me on another level. And honestly, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. You don't got to go to like multiple websites. You know, you have to do like incognito mode or anything like
It's
that.
like a
It's
Pizza
pretty
Hut
wild.
Taco Bell combo of podcast.
It really is. It's like
Wow.
KFC and Taco Bell join forces, you know?
You can have RedTube open as you're doing it.
You can do
my
everything.
God.
It's
You can do
insane. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started, guys. It worked for us. It'll work for you. And now, back to the show.
Do we have any TikToks that we want to look at this week? Is that the vibe?
I have a bunch.
Okay.
Can you look at one of the ones that are just sad?
Yeah,
Because we're talking about positivity. But
Okay.
let's watch something sad
Do you want me to?
and then stay positive about it.
Tourette's?
You could grab. I have one. I found one that I could download. Do you want? You could grab the mouse too if you want to look through them.
Oh, bitch.
But I can explain the. You don't need the keyboard. You just need a mouse.
Mickey
Okay.
Raton.
The like what the fuck ones are. They're just weird. No, don't do them first.
Okay.
I would say that the best folder. Go back. You're stressing me out. Are WTF, curse.
Let's watch Curse.
Potential memes and sounds and like quick ones. They're all like really quick. But if you want to watch ones to like analyze, then you go to the longer.
We're gonna start with Curse.
So just click it.
Curse.
Yeah, I don't remember what's in them anymore. So
That's okay. We'll find out.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Oh, this feels. Yeah.
Then I was like, but I was wrong. You stupid, bro. That's right, bro. You didn't, huh? Did you just clap? Yeah, bro, that's right. I was funny, bro. I didn't stupid, yo. I didn't see you use your hands. You could have just used. Why didn't you use your hands?
Always clap with that ass. Oh yeah. Cheeks. Sweaty
Wait.
cheeks, baby.
I need a.
cheeks.
I realized the sound.
Oh, for the speakers.
I'm gonna fix it.
No worries.
You-
I wish I could. Whoa. I wish I could clap my cheeks. Like if I'm like upset about something, I'm like, and I just clap my cheeks.
Like this bad thing warranted a moderate to severe clap.
I don't know what the other one is.
Let's go for it.
It's probably weirder. Oh, this one's just art, but it's really. It's so weird.
Okay.
It started showing up
Making
on
something
my.
for a weed
Is it a bear?
place. Okay.
Is it a mosaic?
Is this?
I like the music.
Dinosaurs when they're
Are those
looking at
nuts? Oh my god, he's putting nuts on it.
I got those nuts. That's an eye.
What's a
Look at those
bear? Claws.
This is a pineapple.
Oh, a coconut.
Okay, pink. That's a
Ooh,
pussy.
Santa. What the fuck is this? It's like a baboon bear.
Oh, is this Chewie? Is this Chewbacca?
Is this what contour
It's not
is?
going to be what you think
Is
it
this
is.
Star Wars? Those are nuts. For sure.
Whoa,
Those are my
whoa,
nuts at least.
Cactus.
Those are kiwis.
Nut basket.
That's a urethral meatus.
I like the form he has with like painting.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
interesting.
Whoa.
I like the
Is that
fine
a-
point
is
when they
that
when
a-
they
I
have that
know.
fine point,
Yeah.
like little details and stuff.
What the fuck? Ooh.
What is
What the fuck is
What?
that?
that? Looks like what
looks like-
animals looked like 65 million years ago before.
That looked like a tick mixed with like a biology bear fuck. Like, oh my god.
Look like a bear with udders, no
Or
fur.
they're just sad. I want to be sad.
Yeah, me too. I want to be sad real quick. And
No,
he's
they're
like,
just they all end. They're not like I don't know.
Too bad.
here's
just kinda
another
sad
here's another
anyway.
thing. It's okay to feel sad.
It is okay to feel sad.
You actually should feel sad every now and then, but just get out of it, bitch.
You need to get out of it.
All right,
Trust me, you need to get out
I'm
of it.
gonna make this.
I feel like I need to arrange these with things that you can hear because for the audio version too.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
some
yeah.
of them you can't. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
I got a new hat today. It's a hat on a hat. Isn't that fun? I walked down the street. Somebody kind of chuckled and said, I like your hat. I said, thank you very much. I'm having a great time right now. It's just the little things, you know? But you got to remember that this moment is fleeting. So I will have to find something new to make it all feel less empty.
That's an existential crisis.
The other one's a similar energy.
It's okay. We're about that.
We're about
that
the
life.
similar energy. About that P.M.A.
About that P.M.A, baby.
Phineas and Ferb, or like Phineas and Herb, am I right? Dude, every day is just so hard.
That's funny. Hell yeah. We like the dark existential
I like
humor.
that.
I like the hair.
I
Kind of look
like
like Skrillex
that.
if Skrillex never made it.
Also, keep in mind that these are all mine. You guys sent me nothing.
You didn't say we want to dig into your brain, baby.
I thought you were
Yeah.
trying to. I thought you were going to use the ones that we didn't use last week on this week.
Oh, I could, but
Okay.
you can always go back.
I'm gonna do what the fuck.
I don't remember what they're
Just
in.
one more.
Yeah, one more, and
One
then
Two
more.
more.
Two more?
Okay.
You could watch the tick one.
Let's do that one. Which one's that one?
We'll watch one of these because I don't know what they are.
Just a video of fucking Zane.
Oh, this one's kind of funny.
Is it a greasy doorknob? What is this?
DBC. What the fuck?
Fucking Dragon
All
Ball Z.
that dude's TikToks are like in his face. Like they all look the same, but they're always just like the bottom of his face looking up. I don't know.
That's
That's
fucking
Most
funny.
of him is slap.
It's interesting.
Did you
the
get the
artistic-
reference? It said
Dragon Ball Z.
Saitama. Do you know that? One Punch Man? Oh, you haven't
Honestly,
seen
dude,
One
I
Punch Man?
didn't watch Dragon Ball Z.
Come in. I only
Okay, watch a different. Watch
I watched WB Kids. That's
different
what I watched.
WTF.
Yeah,
cable.
yeah, because you didn't get the reference. That's
Yeah.
why it's my TikTok.
Okay.
This is amazing.
Oh, I don't.
Oh god.
This one's weird too.
Uh-oh.
No. I like it when animals are involved.
All right. Will that be paper or plastic?
Mouth.
Pardon?
I love squirrels.
Mouth.
It's a chipmunk.
No.
Oh my god.
Please take your receipt.
I like
Wow.
animal humor.
That's a very Zane fucking
That is a
thing.
very,
That's
very
Zane.
Also, I'm pretty sure it was animated in Blender, so that's why. It's,
the
Step
thing
it
you're
up.
using?
yeah, the program I'm using.
nice.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
Some are hits. I think you chose the wrong folders.
Last one.
Let's do one more.
What do you want to watch? The tick one?
Sure.
Yeah, which is that
Is-
one?
is
That
that-
one.
I'm pretty sure it's in the long ones. Yeah,
I like how you have them like.
they're oddly labeled. I don't
Which
know
one's
which
the
is
tick?
which. Wait, let me just look through it.
Where's the tick?
What's the tank, bitch? Oh.
That's this one actually.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
Oh fuck.
Ah! Sorry, Libby, got you there. Ha ha! Whoa! Pancakes! I farted too when I did that tick. Cupcake. Okay, kia ora! My name is Uncle Tix. I have Tourette's.
go up
This
one.
is Olivia. She has
one.
big ass nungas.
Oh,
My girlfriend. And today, we're making pancakes! Yeah, fucking.
Do you think she's deaf?
Bacon.
I think she's very patient.
Oh no. Is that real? Like, is he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay! And me! Cocaine! Can you just take it off me? Sorry, Livy.
So Livy.
Woo! Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Slap my pony. Want some salt?
I can't tell if like half of it's just him doing
I'm
extra
sorry.
shit because everybody does extra shit now in
Sugar.
videos.
Yeah.
They go so
He does
honey,
crazy
honey.
shit in every
Skibbity
video.
doobity
Like,
beep
he
bop bop.
doesn't have control.
How to break eggs.
Because the
That's
one
what I'm
that
gonna
I
do!
wanted to show the other week was him with a baby.
Oh
And
fuck.
he's
Fuck
like,
the
I need to put it
window.
down.
Fuck me in the bum. Fuck, it's on your phone. Pancakes!
Fuck.
Oh,
And
man!
the cleanup.
He always cleans it up.
Okay, yep, that's enough eggs from me. Catch the eggs, Libby. Catch-
Oh my god. So he's not fucking around. He's like really.
No,
Excellent!
he has no control.
Pancakes! Whoa! Jalapeno! Jalapeno! Ba-ba-bee, ba-ba-ba! Hoo-yah, hey!
I really hope our grandkids watch this one day and know
What is this?
what art was.
Mm-hmm. He's probably a great fuck though.
That's a big ass motherfucking
Dude,
bitch
he's
right
throwing
there!
all the stops
Dude.
out.
Go! Ah! Pancakes! Touch it.
Shit.
Do you think
Ow!
he's
Dude,
BDSM?
that girlfriend,
Fucking hot!
Probably.
that girlfriend
Ow!
has to be so fucking
God damn it, you
patient.
fucking
Yeah.
Dude, she
retard.
probably fucking dominates him. That's what I'm saying. He's probably into
Yeah.
BDSM.
Giving
She probably
pancakes
fucking
to
ties
the
him like
wall.
Fuck me,
whips
mommy.
him.
Give it to my
Fucking
fake
whips him, dude.
neighbor!
Come on.
Ah! Pancakes! And that was making pancakes with Uncle Tix and Livy.
Oh,
Wow.
you know what?
Fuck! That's still okay. Pancakes!
He's doing someone else. It has to be.
No.
No?
I think so.
Yeah, dude, in the TikTok, everybody does crazy shit for views now, though.
No, dude. I swear.
I don't know, man.
How do you function like that,
Oh
though?
man.
Because
Well,
look
it's
at
not all
his
the time.
reactions.
It's also. I feel like it has to be a facet of him being on camera too, because in
That's what I'm
his,
saying.
because I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know what governs like ticks per se, because I know some of it's completely random.
True.
But it can be like affected by stress or
that makes
anxiety too. So he's like
Yeah.
partially performing, but he's not trying to perform.
I see what you're saying.
So I'm assuming it's not always so bad, because he has tattoos and he can
That's
get
true.
haircuts and
Yeah,
stuff.
how to get a fucking tattoo?
They explained it at some point. I didn't watch the video, but they've explained it like a bunch of times apparently. So-
Because we're talking about like all this shit, like P.M.A, dude. His girlfriend, man, she's got to keep it cool. She can't get mad at him.
She's very stoic.
She's very
Stillness.
Very stoic.
Stillness.
Stillness.
if you want to
Speaking
watch
note.
something that's nice, then go to the animal section.
Okay. So we got
Instill some positivity.
Let's do one animal.
One animal.
Oh, and it's okay. Well, do a different one. Oh, do a different one. Do a different one.
Oh wait,
that,
do a
one, that
different
one's good. That one's good.
this is good.
Yeah, it's just it's cute.
You're cute.
Oh.
He's kind of fat. He's fat. He's fed real good.
Oh shit.
That's a fat cat.
Dude, that's a
It's
fucking
a fat tiger.
chonker, dude.
Puss.
Is that a mule?
It's a donkey.
It's a donkey.
Little teeth. He's got clean
That's a
teeth.
little human. Imagine you came back as a donkey.
The big old dick. Big old schlong.
It's creepy.
He's so happy.
Hey. He's like, give me your underwear.
He's like, get your fingers on his nose, bitch.
Touch me.
Just feel
She's laughing like the donkey.
Really smiling.
Oh. Give me some fucking food.
Give me that phone.
He looks like a gopher.
Oh wow.
He's like, oh. Hello. Hey, I took my kids to school today.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Fuck, that's funny.
That's good. Do
It's
we want
mostly
to do?
supposed to be
Alright, what are we-
wholesome.
What are we at for time right now?
47, so you're probably over an hour.
Okay.
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 Okay. We can do. Do you guys have a bye bitch?
You guys want to keep it? Do you guys have high bitches all around? Keep it stick positive to the end.
I have one, but it's kind of old.
I know you've had a couple bye bitch days.
I've had to buy.
definitely
I'm trying.
bitch.
I'll try and. You guys go first. I'll try and think
I
about
got
high
one.
bitch.
Go first.
Okay.
Think of one.
I did a show over the weekend at the Comedy Chateau. Shout out to Felix. Thanks for making that super dope venue. And shout out to Big Bad Bo for booking me. And Mac, man. Specifically, I want to shout out like this comic Al Lipmore.
What's his at?
I think it's at Al Lipmore.
I'll throw it on the screen.
He pulled me. Okay, so first off, this show, everybody on that bill that night were like OG comedians. Like all these guys were older dudes, or older black dudes too. That like fucking they come from like a lot of shit. They're pulling for the shit they talk about on the stage is wild shit, right? And I was feeling like very like oh fuck, I didn't deserve to be there. Like we've all had that as comedians, and like. I went up, did a pretty good set, had a good time. My dad was there. They were roasting my dad and shit. And then after when I was leaving, Al pulled me aside and gave me like a lot of advice and shit. And in front of my dad was pretty much just like, hey man, like if you quit doing this, because I could tell from the biggest things that you love being up there, like you love doing this. There's a reason why you drove out all the way out here, because I told him I'm from fucking Orange, right? It's like if you quit doing this, you're fucking up. Like you whatever you do with your life, you're fucking up. Like I promise you, if you don't do this, you're fucking up. And the person I told that same advice to 20 years ago was fucking Gabriel Iglesias.
Hello.
So if Robert fails, just know that it was here. He learned it here.
So shout out to those guys. Shout out to you, Al, man. I gotta say to Al, hi bitch. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I got a hi bitch.
I needed that shit.
Hell yeah.
I actually got a hi bitch. Yesterday I went to a audition for a Christmas thing,
Christmas show,
a Christmas show,
show.
that I'm now in.
Yeah.
But it was amazing going to the audition because it was for my old acting teacher, and being 4 years into something and being in a totally different headspace and being more comfortable in front of people as opposed to 4 or 5 years ago just starting out, and seeing the difference, and you're like, oh wow, this is great. Like I'm progressing. I'm getting better. This is awesome. I'm doing new ways of thinking, and I'm addressing things differently. So I had a little moment to myself where I was like, this is cool. This is awesome. This is almost like it's just now it's become regular, like breathing. It's like, oh, this is great. So don't have to think about it anymore, which is awesome. So a little positive mental attitude and positive mental affirmations. So
it's like a ooh bitch, because it's like a situational thing. Like
ooh bitch,
like ooh bitch. There you go.
It's a little stretch. A little morning stretch.
I like that. I'll have to grab that.
I guess I have more of an ooh bitch, more than a high bitch. Well, I guess it's kind of a high bitch, but I've been having some weird emotional shit happen the last couple weeks, and a lot of people that I've reached out to have given me some very good advice. People in this room, included, and I don't know. It really. I think one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people go down dark paths is because they don't have a good support system, and they don't surround themselves with positive people, and they don't look for the positivity in people. You know, so I think I've been very fortunate. Thank you. Please keep playing with your clit while I'm saying this, because this is stroking your ego too. I have been so grateful and so thankful for my friends and family who have always been my support system, because I would not be in one piece without them. So, hi bitch.
Hi bitch. Oh bitch.
Oh Zane, you got some Zane?
Well, I like the positivity.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't necessarily been having a super duper hard time. I think a lot of my struggle the past few weeks has been more of like my personal struggle. It's not like I'm dealing with an active issue with someone. So I've been kind of dealing with just like, oh, I need to be doing this. I need to be productive. Oh, I'm not going to get a job. I'm not going to do this. And where I'm just kind of beating myself up when I could just be doing things. And I've had a few decent conversations, like with someone on the show who you don't really interface with because they're one of the artists. They like took a hiatus for a while, and then I had a good conversation with them where they were like, yeah, you don't realize how much you're doing. Like maybe I haven't been writing as much, but I've been learning a program in order to animate and do all this stuff. And that made me go, oh, okay, so my time wasn't wasted. Like I haven't, because I've had those conversations with people, and will be unnamed, where it's like, where I'm just like kind of saying that I've done it, and it's not, no one's going, wow, that's really cool, you know? These are important people to me. But it's like, okay, well, how's finding a job kind of thing. So it's, I just needed to hear, something positive,
some validation, basically.
So I've had some good conversations, and I also feel like I'm starting a new project now, and I feel like I'm finally like settling in after moving, where I'm like in a more directed headspace, and like I don't know, if people are watching this, you can see these like blank squares on the walls, which are all blank canvases that I built like over a year ago. And I want to paint them for the house, and I want to stream that content and stuff. And I'm finally getting that desire to do art again, to do it. And also have the motivation to like set up streaming or like a camera or something where I'm not too stressed about actually doing it. I feel like I've taken the time, I've moved in, and I'm adjusted to wanting to do again, and I'm in a better space.
That's good, man.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know what bitch that is, but
that's a bitch.
Oh, bitch.
I also I wanted to say last week, but I missed the opportunity. My walk, I own like one of the walks I've taken in the last like 2 weeks.
Zane's walks.
I saw a cat, and I like, it was kind of funny. It's not super funny, but I was walking, and he was coming from like the street, and so I like stopped because he was on a direct path, I was on a direct path, so I stopped, and I'm like, no, it's good. Like because he sat,
go ahead, bro.
He sat and like sat down, because we both kind of had that moment of like,
who has the right of way?
Yeah.
Animal or human?
Yeah. But we both kind of like stuttered, like,
an intersection in the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Please.
By all means.
Yeah, and he like sat down and he looked at me, and I'm like, no, you're good. And he went in front of me, and then I kept moving, and I realized like his owner was sitting on like the porch too, so he saw me like talk to the cat.
Look at this fuck over here.
Yeah.
He's like, why are you talking to nipples?
Yeah. That was gonna be my hi bitch, but I wanted to be like, hi pussy.
That's funny. I like animalistic animal human reactions to each other.
I treat them like people.
It's funny. It is really funny.
How you doing, dude? What's up? You good?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, bud?
What's up, buddy?
You good? Huh? What,
you talk to people like that?
How was that Shih Tzu last night? Yeah. She's a little whore, isn't she?
She didn't clean up.
Yeah.
The pads of her paws were a little dirty.
Dude, you changed her bug pattern the whole night. She's like, oh my god. What's a few fucking animals today?
I don't know.
They're hot.
What do you think the Taliban does in their free time?
Oh, hey, they really are the goats. All right.
Do you think they hold the horns?
Oh my god! Oh
like
oh, stop doing the act out! Stop with the act out! Oh my god!
For having a seizure back there.
Oh my
so great.
god!
That's so fucking great.
Oh my god! Making the goat's milk. Okay. So this was a wild episode, but this is
but probably the most positive episode.
I know. Yeah,
very positive episode.
Yeah,
slightly philosophical.
Slightly philosophical.
Let me say this. If you're listening to this right now and you're sitting in your car or you feel my voice right now in your head, in your headphones, go on YouTube and subscribe. You can do it. Your phone is in your fucking pocket. Eric, if you're running, listen to us right now. Stop! Pull the phone out! Go on YouTube and follow, all right? And go on our Instagram and follow. And if you want to send us a message, send us a fucking message.
Yes.
My voice is in your head. My voice is in your car.
FunnyUnclePod@gmail.com. FunnyUnclePod@gmail.com.
Or if you have any funny stories that we'd like us to talk about,
Send videos.
Not of your fucking ball sack, but of just
send that too.
And
I mean, if you
send
want,
us
send it too.
all the cringe. If you have cringe from your life that you open it, that we will go unnamed, but you have a story, you have anything, send it to us. We will read it. We will talk about it. We will pull our pants down and then beat it with it. All right? We will touch it.
Also, don't only subscribe, but share the content.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
If you like it so much, share it, please.
Follow on TikTok.
Yeah, we're really big on TikTok. We're about to hit 5,000.
Yes.
And that's our main shtick. So follow us there.
Yeah, that's our main
We get
shtick.
money for every play we get on the episode. All right, keep that in mind.
We have made like $6 so
We're
far.
at $7.
So thank
we're
you
almost
to
at
our
$8.
Thank you to our
Almost
listeners.
$8.
We almost have made $8 in 9 months.
Yeah.
Almost a year.
We
Well,
can
no,
buy-
actually,
we
10
can-
months.
We can buy
this
a
year.
Western bacon cheese combo now.
Yeah.
Just the sandwich though, not the combo.
Just the sandwich.
Just the same. Why are they so expensive now?
The combo's $11.
Oh my god.
Why isn't fast food supposed to be cheap?
It's supposed to be cheap.
No. Now it's just fast and sad.
Yeah.
God damn
And
it.
and it comes out slow.
You come
Fuck.
out slow.
All right, sign out right to left.
Okay.
Beautiful
Guys,
bitch.
You can find me at LFrankXE on all platforms, and Mouthful of Tacos. I've been kind of lagging, but we're going to come up swinging this next episode with actually very good-looking visuals. So whatever that means, but just be on the lookout. Mouthful of Tacos on YouTube and Instagram, and Titty Roosevelt. So.
Beautiful. I'm Robert Amador, also known as Slamador on Instagram. Stay tuned. I got a couple shows coming out. We haven't locked anything yet. Just remember that show on October 15th at Third Wheel. October 15th at Third Wheel. Get your tickets online. It'll be in the bio.
Next week.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
And then, and if you guys want to come out to our show, meet that Frank and I are in at Santiago Canyon College. It's going to be in December 5th, 6th, and then the following weekend as well, the 11th and 12th. We'll tell you more about that.
Please bring apple cores and banana peels to throw at them.
Please.
At the actors.
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. And maybe a little ketamine rubbing our lips. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, my name's Robert. Also signing out as John Wang.
What's up, guys? Gabe Lube, otherwise known as Girth Brooks. As I said earlier, we potentially have a show for Shaw Nova, my band, October 23rd, I believe. But yeah, we'll get back to you on that. Anyway, Zane, you got anything to add before we close out?
To add or to like pitch people?
Just to pitch people.
Pitch people, yeah.
Or add. Just any final comments.
As a producer
thoughts?
that's made such a change to this, made this a show.
Yes. Any advice for people?
Advice?
Yeah, just a quick.
Any open mouth tongue
one
kisses?
a one liner with a little lick.
This is why I can't do stand up, Frank.
This isn't stand up. This is sit down.
I can kind of pitch something, but then it holds me accountable. I'm actually filming my first episode of my podcast tomorrow.
What's it called?
Zane's Talks?
The Empathy Broadcast Podcast.
Yeah.
Say it one more time.
Empathy Broadcast Podcast.
One more time.
Welcome to the Empathy Broadcast Podcast.
Yeah.
And
That's
today,
sexy.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm hoping it's cool, and I'm gonna start like streaming and shit. So, and that's all in an effort to fund my show, which you'll learn more about if you follow me.
Yeah, follow him.
Yeah, I guess I don't have advice. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Perfect.
And that's death.
There we go.
That's death.
And that's death.
But you gotta accept it anyway.
Exactly.
You gotta accept it anyway.
Be cool with it. Go eat some good food, and if you're crying, just keep drinking the protein shake.
Also, if we don't have something to end it on, besides the tunnel, know your worth.
Oh yeah, know your worth.
Know your worth.
Know your
worth.
See you guys.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.